From academic discussions at universities to public prayer meetings with world leaders, to colorful performances by multicultural dance groups and choirs. People of all ages, religions, and nations came together in the Eternal City to commemorate the 60th anniversary of Nostra Aetate, Pope Paul VI's October the 28th declaration on the Church's relations with non-Christian religions, to close days of celebration dedicated to interreligious dialogue and encounter. Pope Leo XIV welcomed thousands of pilgrims of all faiths and creeds to St. Peter's Square and called for a renewed commitment to prayer and peace.
Today we are called upon to rekindle that hope in our world, devastated by war and our degraded natural environment. Let us collaborate, because if we are united, everything is possible. Let us ensure that nothing divides us, and in this spirit, I would like to express once more my gratitude for your presence and your friendship. Let us transmit this spirit of friendship and collaboration to the future generation too, because it is the true pillar on which dialogue rests.
Perché è il vero pilastro del dialogo.
Taking into account the Church's vision for greater fellowship among nations, Gregorian University professors Ambrogio Bongiovanni and Massimo Gargiulo organized a 3-day interfaith conference supported by the Vatican's Dicastery for Interreligious Dialogue and Commission for Religious Relations with the Jews to discuss the relevance, challenges, and future of Nostra Aetate.
Now we are living a situation in the world where we have somehow developing a kind of negative approach to otherness. Just building walls instead of bridges. So I would say that rethinking Nostra Aetate supports the idea of building bridges among people, among differences.
For Professor Massimo Gargiulo, the Church cannot celebrate Nostra Aetate without first turning to the past, recalling the historic encounter between Cardinal Augustin Bea and French Jewish historian Jules Isaac. Gargiulo said the groundbreaking declaration was born from the Church's desire to strengthen relations between Catholics and Jews.
The first important thing of this document is that it recognizes what is historically true, that is that the origins of Christianity are rooted into Judaism for the reason that Jesus was a Jew, that Paul was a Jew, and so on. So the first thing is this acknowledgement. The second one is the Church recognize its responsibilities toward the Jews for their history from the ancient times until the World War II and the Holocaust, because it recognizes the bad results, the tragic results of Christian anti-Judaism.
With both the past and future in mind, the 300 Gregorian University Conference participants from 44 countries, who represented 14 world religions, including Jainism and Sikhism, were also among Pope Leo's honored guests at the Walking Together in Hope gathering held inside the Vatican's Paul VI Audience Hall on October the 28th.
This is the journey that Nostra Aetate invites us to continue, to walk together in hope. Then, when we do so, something beautiful happens. Hearts open, bridges are built, and new paths appear where none seemed possible. This is not the work of one religion, one nation, or even one generation. It is a sacred task for all humanity to keep hope alive, to keep dialogue alive, and to keep love alive in the heart of the world.
Just hours before the interfaith gathering at the Vatican, Pope Leo prayed alongside several religious leaders at the Colosseum at the International Meeting for Peace, promoted by the community of Sant'Egidio in Rome. United by their desire for peace and justice, they urged political leaders to cooperate and end conflicts and serve humanity.
Dio chiederà conto a chi non ha cercato la pace
God will ask an accounting of those who failed to seek peace or who fomented tensions and conflicts. He will call them to account for all the days, months, and years of war. As religious leaders, this is the heartfelt appeal that we make to those in positions of government. We share the desire for peace for all peoples. We are the voice of those who are not heard and the voiceless. We must dare peace. Even if the world turns a deaf ear to this appeal, we are certain that God will hear our prayer and the cries of so many who suffer. God, who wants a world without war, he will free us from this evil.
Un mondo senza guerra. Egli ci libererà da questo male.